In a few more weeks, we'll be back to our regular routine, right? Can everybody please join me in Gasho? Namo Nidalis. Namo Nidalis. Namo Nidalis. Can I go ahead and ask the kids to come up front? Bear with me. See, I have 2 jars right now. Are you guys all back in school now? How many of you guys are in kindergarten? Are you? How many are in 1st grade? What about, you're in 1st grade? What about 2nd grade? 3rd grade? Anybody in 4th and 5th? How about higher than 5th grade? Wow. Well, today my Dharma story is about a teacher who did an experiment with her class. And she taught a 3rd, 4th grade combined class. Are any of you guys in a combined class where you have more than 1 grade in your class? Are you? What do you have? What do you have? 4th and 5th. I think that's usually the grade they get. But this is second and or 3rd, 4th. So what she did is she wanted to see if the children in the class were aware of the actions that they took. And by actions, what she meant was like if they were taking helpful actions, or if they were doing selfish or angry actions, like greedy actions. So what she did is she sent the kids home with cotton balls, 2 different colors. There's red cotton balls and white cotton balls. And she wanted the kids to think about what they did each day. And at the end of the day, she wanted them to, for every positive action they took, she wanted them to put a white cotton ball in a jar. And for every negative action they took, they were supposed to put in a red cotton ball. So Serenity, can I get your help for this one, do you mind? So, let's see, white is positive and red is negative. So at the end of the week, what do you think they have more of? Positive, helpful actions or selfish, greedy actions? What do you think they have more of? How many of you think they have more helpful actions? Well, that's a lot. How many of you guys think they have more selfish and angry, greedy actions? Well, because this is such a big class, I'm only going to tell you guys a few of the things that they did each day. And I'm going to have Serenity put the cotton balls in the jar, okay? So white is for the good actions, and red is for the selfish, greedy ones. And we'll put the red ones in one and put the white ones in the other, okay? So on Monday, let's see, Johnny came home from school, and he knew he only had like 30 minutes to do his homework before he had to go to judo practice, right? And when he got home, he didn't do his homework. He played Wii instead. And not only that, when his mama asked him about it, he yelled at his mama, "I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about me. I'll get my homework done." So does he get another red one? Was that a helpful thing, or was that? Okay. So then on Tuesday, Bobby woke up And Bobby noticed that his brother forgot to feed the animals, but he went ahead and fed them without even being asked. So he fed the dog and he fed the fish. Was that a helpful action? See, so she put a white one in. So right now, it's 2 against 1. Let's see if we can catch up. So on Tuesday night, Alex and Zach, Alex is a 3rd grader and Zach is a 4th grader, but they're brothers. They were playing basketball and their dad pulled up with a car full of groceries. And their dad asked them, can you guys help me carry in these groceries so I can get dinner ready? Well, they acted like they didn't hear him. And they kept playing basketball. So that's both Alex and Zach. So is that 1 or 2? Should we do 1? Because it's 2 people, right? So then on Wednesday, now we're at Wednesday, we're at Hump Day. Sammy came home from school, and this is my favorite one, because this happens to me all the time. When I come home, I see my kids. Sammy saw her brother's candy on the counter on a bag, and she looked around to see if her brother was there. He wasn't there, so she ate up candy. So what one's that? Is that a helpful action, or is that a selfish, greedy action? And so, let's see. Brenna was on her way home with her friends. She was walking home with her friends. And she noticed this woman walking home with one of those rolling backpacks. And she had all this stuff stacked up on top of it. And it kept falling over. And even though this woman was going a complete other direction than where Brenna was going with her friends, Brenna went and helped this woman get across the street. And it took her some time, so that's pretty good. So that's a helpful action. Uh-oh. That's a helpful action. That's a selfish. So now we're at Thursday. Jordan came home from school, and she went out to play with her friends instead of doing her chore of unloading the dishwasher and setting the table. Does this sound familiar to any of you guys? Do you guys ever forget your chores? I don't think you guys ever forget. So that one, we get a selfish action. She forgot. Now we're at Friday. This is the last day of the week. Joe got home from school, and he did his chores. His chores cleaning his room. He wasn't asked. Now, Jamie came home from school, and she wanted a snack. So she went in the refrigerator and she got her ice cream sandwich bars. But she was in such a hurry to go out and play with her friends that she left the rest of the ice cream sandwich bars there on the stove, and they all melted and everything. So let's see, we're at the end of the week. This is our selfish, angry, greedy actions. This is our helpful actions. What do you guys think? Thanks, Serenity. I want to thank the preschool class, too, for lending me these supplies. But see, as Jodo Shinshu Buddhists, we kind of know that we're more full of these greedy, angry, selfish actions. We kind of know that we're more full of these red cotton balls. That's why we say, Nam Myoho Tzu. Because we're looking for the wisdom and compassion of Amida Buddha to help us realize about our interconnectedness. And when we realize that, we remember about how we're all interconnected. How we're all interconnected. And when we have that, and when we realize that, it helps us make better choices, right? And when we make these better choices, you know, it helps us realize how they affect other people. So we can't really know what other people think, but we do know that what we do, both good things and bad things, affect other people. So maybe you guys can do this experiment this week and get back to me and let me know how it turns out with you guys. Because you guys, now you kind of know how it turns out. Maybe you can make better choices and have a little bit more involved. What do you think? I hope so. You guys can, you have any questions? No? I have to do it since I said no. Good. Why don't you guys join me in Gasho? Namo Namo. Namo Namo. Namo.
So.